What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to be talking about blown fuses, how to diagnose a blown fuse, how to replace the blown fuse, and I'm also going to give you guys a fuse box diagram. So the fuse that I'm going to be replacing today is the cigarette lighter fuse. We actually have a cigarette lighter port that is underneath the glove compartment in our F30s, and I realized the other day that mine is not working. So we're going to go ahead and diagnose it, pull that fuse, see if it is in fact blown, and then replace the fuse. I just figured this would be a good tutorial for you guys, show you where the fuses are located in the car and kind of how to figure out if it's blown or not and how to pull it and replace it. So looking at the screen, you're going to see two sheets. This is your fuse diagram. So on the left side, you'll see all of the fuse boxes and where they're located. You'll also notice that each fuse is actually numbered. So if you hop over to the right page, it shows you below the diagram of each number and what it would pertain to. So looking at the sheet on the right, the diagram shows that we have all of these different numbers, and then next to those numbers are icons. And these icons are supposed to be explaining to us what each fuse number does. If you're kind of confused about what each number is, just Google it. Just Google the number F30 fuse and you should be able to find a little more information on it. The one that we're looking for in particular is at the bottom right, and that is going to be our cigarette lighter. We're looking at number 66. This should be the cigarette lighter that is located underneath the glove box. So they have 66, 69, and 162. In the F30 BMW, we have three different cigarette lighters. One is underneath the glove box, which is the one that we're going to be replacing. One is right in front of your cup tray holder, and then the other one is in the center of the car for your passengers who are in the back. So for me in particular, I like using the cigarette lighter that is underneath the glove compartment so I can charge phones, and I can charge like a radar detector, or I can have power going to this new draggy device that I'm going to be ordering. I just realized the other day that it doesn't work, so I want to get this situated before I install anything else. Anytime you guys are replacing fuses, it's always a good idea to disconnect your negative battery terminal. Battery's right back here in the trunk, and just take a 10mm. And then I like to put a towel underneath the actual terminal so it doesn't hit anything while it's in there. So this is a spare fuse kit, and it also has a little volt reader and a fuse puller. I highly suggest you guys all purchase one of these little kits. Everyone should have it in their garage just in case you blow a fuse, and it's very convenient to have with you on hand. So I'll leave a link in the description to where you can buy them. I just got it on Amazon. For today's video, we are going to be using a 20 amp fuse. And you see that little hump in there, you can see it's all connected as one piece. That means the fuse is good. This is in fact a new fuse. But the way to tell if a fuse is bad is that will have a crack in it, it'll be broken. So looking at the engine bay, the fuse box that we are going to be working in is actually right under this plastic cover over here. And I'm gonna show you guys how to take that off. It's pretty simple. So basically all you need to do to get this off, you have three 10mm screws. However, you don't take these out entirely, you just turn them a little bit and it unlatches them from this front plastic piece. So you just do one little like this, half turn, half turn, half turn. And then over here, there's just a little plastic rivet that goes into a rubber piece, and you just pull it up. Bam, comes right off. This is our fuse box right here that we're gonna be working in. So here's the actual fuse box, and on each side, there are these little plastic tabs. And you're gonna pop 4 of them out, and it just comes off like that, revealing our fuses. And according to our diagram, the one that I'm gonna be pulling is the third one down over here. It's right there. And the numbers on top of the fuses are actually the amps. That is not the number that goes with the diagram that tells you where it is. It's just the number of amps. These are all different, 20, 30, 10, 5, 40. We need to pull the third one. So that's the guy we need. Use our little puller tool, and there it comes right out. All right, so example of a blown fuse. There we go. It's completely blown apart, no worky. All right, so let's go ahead and put our new fuse in. Just like that. We're good. All right, so from there, you're pretty much done with the front fuse box. You would just go ahead and reconnect the battery and you should be good. If you need anything else, you can look at the diagram and kind of figure out where the things are. Just use Google, man. If you can't figure out what a certain number relates to or what a certain fuse relates to, or you're looking for something in particular, Google. or F30 beamer post is a good place too. So if you don't have your puller on you, like you're on the side of the road and you need to replace a fuse or something silly like that and you're not at home, or if this puller won't work, this one's actually a little bit large, so it's kind of hard to get in there with some of the fuses. I'm gonna show you where BMW actually includes a little fuse puller for us, and I'm gonna also show you where the other fuse boxes are located. So number one, obviously the one we just worked on up there, if you head to the back of the car, you'll notice that we have this carpet back here. Just go ahead, pull up, and pull this entire carpet out. And then back here you'll see that we have another fuse box. So as well as the fuse box, there's a little diagram. That's what I just showed you guys in the video, but you'll also have a paper form of it, so you can kind of look up some of your fuses and where they're located. And then you'll also have a little fuse puller right here. So this will help you pull some of the fuses out if you do not have that yellow one that I have. So this fuse box is technically your rear electronic module fuse box. Think tail lights, tail lamps, anything like that, or anything that you find in the back of the car. This is where those fuses are going to be located. And then in addition to that, where your battery is located, you have another fuse box right up there. Also, fun fact that some people didn't know, when you pull this part out that covers up the battery, underneath is your rear tow hitch. And inside of that battery compartment, there's also this down here, just in case you guys are looking for it. That is your front tow hitch. And then I actually keep my wheel lock in here, don't tell anyone. And there's also just a Phillips head screwdriver. So hopefully this helps clear some stuff up for you guys. You have your rear electronic module fuse box, your diagram, your puller, and then the battery fuse box is right over there. And then obviously right up front, we have this fuse box. More than likely, you're gonna be working in here most of the time, but I just figured I'd make a video that kind of showed where all of them were in case you guys needed to access them. So like I said before, you guys, if you guys are looking at your diagram here and you are confused about what anything is, like this one, for example, is our cigarette lighter. In no way or shape or form would I ever have guessed that, but you just look it up, just look up what each one is, try to describe the icon or look up the actual fuse number, and that should help you figure out what these are. But it is nice that BMW includes this in the car, so if we do need to figure out where things are, here it is. In the description, you guys, I'm also going to include a digital download of the front and back of this, just in case your car did not come with it. So just to kind of clarify for you guys, the diagram that we have here matches the actual fuse box. So if you look at where my thumb is, I have all these over here. These are the same over here. You have the 3 rows up top, 3 rows up top, the one on the right, the one on the right, and the 3 on the bottom. So that should kind of help clear it up for you guys if you're looking for a certain fuse. You just basically go off the diagram and it's like a spitting image of the actual fuse box. All right, so there you have it, a crash course on fuse boxes, pulling fuses, replacing fuses, how to diagnose fuses, how to tell if it's broken, how to replace it with a good one. You get it, you get the point. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video for you guys so you could figure out how to diagnose and figure out where your fuses are in your car. Hopefully it'll help somebody out. Some of you guys may already know this knowledge, but some people don't. So it's good to know that, and it's good to be able to work on your own car in your own garage and fix fuse problems. If I ever have like an electronic issue, something minor, something silly, maybe my seat isn't working, or like the heated steering wheel isn't working, or a cigarette lighter isn't working, the first place I always start is a fuse. I always check the fuse first, because you don't want to go pulling things apart like wiring and all that. Before you check the fuse, it could be just something really simple, and in this case, obviously it was the cigarette lighter wasn't working because of the fuse. So anytime that you're checking something that isn't working, even if it's like a bulb, you know, you can just check the fuse, make sure the fuse is good before you go into the car and pull things apart and start replacing things and buying new parts. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please do subscribe if you're new here, comment down below, like this video, and hit that bell notification just like that. This video is over, and I am out. Peace.
Yeah.